Hey there, Steve Gamache here for Chef Knives to Go with another quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Yahiko Ginsan Nashiji hand engraved Kiritsuke 240mm knife. So these knives are made with 3 layers. They've got a hardcore center cutting edge steel. You can kind of see the cladding line right there, and there's your core steel peeking out right there. Of Ginsan, or what's known as Silver 3. Full stainless steel. It's fine grained. It's very easy to sharpen. It's an excellent kitchen steel, and it takes a really nice edge. Heat treats about 61 Rockwell on that core steel, and on either side of that core steel, they've got a soft stainless cladding as well. This cladding has what's known as a Nashiji or pear skin kind of mottled finish to it. Every knife's going to be unique, and then these knives have a nice touch of hand engraved kanji on them, which you can kind of feel when you run your finger across it. Here's the left side of the blade. This one doesn't. Some of them I've seen an embossed pressed in characters or kanji on this side as well, but this one does not have it. You know what? Let's do our beauty shot as long as we're at it here. These are very attractive blades, and they've got a lot of character to them. This you can see is the Kiritsuke, which is a very flat profile, a fine tip on it for fine work. So let's back up a second here, and we'll take a look at the weight and dimensions. These can vary just a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 173 grams, or about 6.1 ounces, which is pretty light considering the length of that blade. The edge length is right about 243 millimeters from the tip to the back of the heel. That's about 9.5 inches. And then the overall length is about 16 inches with handle. Spine thickness is right about 2 millimeters, pretty much all the way down the blade, and then you hit that corner on that reverse sword tip with the Kiritsuke style, and then you've got your grind here, and these thin out nicely at the tip. The performance on these knives is very, very good. Nice thin tip, and here's your edge. Nice thin at the edge as well. These have pretty good food release characteristics with the texture on the cladding, and they're very nice performers. Blade height's about 48 millimeters at the back. Fairly thin neck, nice spot there for your finger at a pinch grip, so loads of clearance there for your cutting board. The handles on these are octagonal, ambidextrous, what they call Sakura or cherry wood, with a black pack of wood ferrule on there. Nice seal job with the tang going into the handle on these consistently. Pretty nice fit and finish on the handle. Cherry wood's really a cool looking wood that's kind of nice warm character to it. The balance point on this, as you might expect, is going to be a little further forward. The handles are fairly light on these, so there's your balance point, which is going to be way in front of a pinch grip. So this will have a weight forward, distinct weight forward bias, which gives you kind of some cutting power feel to it. Let's take a little bit more of a close-up look at it. So on the right side of the blade here, as you'd be using and holding it, here's your Nashiji finish, your grind down to the edge. There's your cladding line, and there's your hand engraved kanji, and the left side of the blade as well. Again, these are nice looking knives. They've done some good job on fit and finish. You've got a little bit of rounding off at the spine, a little bit of rounding off at the choil here, the back of the blade into the neck, so they're very comfortable. Out of the box edge, I would place at 6 out of 10. They've been pretty nice out of the box. They're fairly stiff as well, especially towards the back half of the blade. They've got nice grinds. Clean grinds. They're well crafted straight blades, so these are very well made line of knives. They've all been top flight, and I've handled quite a few of them now, and that's a good consistent sign. So typical of a Kiritsuke is it's going to be quite flat, and this is not something you do rocking with too much. You can see the tip here is going to dig in real fast, but you could rock over really small stuff like scallions or stuff like that. Tip draws are fantastic with this knife because you don't have to lift the handle very far, and you can draw that tip through all kinds of ingredients. It's great for chopping. You could definitely do a little bit of glide cutting and push-pull cutting, but its forte is going to be more chopping, tip draws, you know, those kind of things. But just a well-crafted knife, easy to care for, holds a nice edge, takes a fantastic edge if you're up to it on your part from a sharpening perspective. They look great. The price is stellar for what you're getting with this line of knives. So this is the Yahiko Ginsan Nashiji hand engraved Kiritsuke 240mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.